You're listening to Panic at the Discord.
Hello?
What's up?
What up, motherfucker? What are you doing?
So just calling to start this second go around of whatever we're doing.
Right. Yeah. This is the second one. This one's gonna be a little different. It's gonna be a lot different actually from the one that we did a week ago. We're gonna be planning on releasing all these on Fridays, I believe, probably around noon or something like that. I'm gonna schedule it out. Hopefully everything works out great. And we're also gonna be plugging a lot of this stuff to the TikTok pretty soon. So gonna get that out there and hopefully get that thing going. That way everyone can enjoy that type of content over there. But from what I know, you've prepared me quite a few questions.
Yeah, and you prepared me some questions too.
I did. I think we actually did 6 questions each. And we're pretty much just going to bounce them back and forth to each other and see how that goes.
Yeah, there's no theme to it. Just choosing between a couple options. Kind of like a little interview with some goofy stuff thrown in. Are we going to mention the dog? Are we going to mention our profile picture changes? Or is it just going to happen in the background?
I don't think we need to. You know what I mean? I think they know what's going on.
Yeah. For the people that are just listening and not watching, today we got Lady and the Tramp slurping on the noodles.
There you go. They know.
Now they know.
It's definitely a fun thing to look at, but I don't like how our noodles are kind of like, you know what I mean? Like there's that little niche there that just doesn't line up. I wish it lined up perfectly, but there's no way to get it to do it. So whatever, doesn't matter. Anyway, who wants to start? Do I want to start? Do you want to start? What's the vibes here? How are you feeling?
You go.
Oh shit, here we go. Okay, so I've prepared 3 types of questions for Fitz. These are kind of like generally categorized into one or the other, and then the other ones are going to be like a would you rather style question. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this first one right out of the way. This one's very related to the time of year that we're in, and my question to you, Fitz, is what are you picking, man? Christmas or Halloween?
Dramatic pause.
Dramatic. Scary pause.
I like the fall more than the winter. I'm an October baby, so I'm leaning Halloween. I think, even though I don't really celebrate Halloween as much as I celebrate Christmas, like I enjoy being with my family. But I feel like Christmas, there's a lot more outside. Like Halloween is a very chill holiday. Like you can celebrate it however you want, and there's no like pressure. Like you don't need to get other people gifts. Christmas, you don't have to do that either, but there's kind of that feeling that you should.
There's that stigma there, like I need to get somebody a present because it's Christmas.
Yeah, and I like giving gifts. I got you a gift. It's not in the it's sitting under my tree right now. You don't believe me. You say, hey, should I check the mail? But I have it. It's like 10 feet away from me right now.
No, there's a good reason for this. Let me just elaborate real quick. Because last year, Fitz tells me on my birthday, he's like, "Yo, I got you a birthday present." I'm like, "Okay, cool." He's like, "What's your address?" This is the first time I had ever give Fitz my address because we've been friends for 5 years. I give him my address, and I'm like, "All right, cool. I should be expecting something in the mail." So I'm like briefly checking my mail for like weeks. And those weeks literally turned into like 2 months. And nothing. And I'm like, one day I was like, I didn't want to bring it up because it's like a gift, you don't want to be like, yo, where's my shit at, bro? But I'm like, hey, Fitz, should I be checking my mail? And he's like, no.
I had something too. I don't even remember what it was, but I had something and it didn't pan out. And I just kind of forgot about it. And then when you brought it up, I was like, oh shit.
I checked my mail for 2 fucking months, like every day. I don't check my mail ever because I'm just like, dude, what's going to be bills or some like credit card shit? It's like those car dealerships that send you a key and they're like, come see if it fits in one of the cars. It could be yours. Nah, dude. So I'm just like checking every day. And I'm like, okay, my friend sent me something. I got to see what it is. I'm stoked. And every day for a whole month, I'm like, gotta check the mail. And then one day I just snapped and I'm like, dude, where is this shit? Did you even send it? And he's just like, dude, it was nothing, dude. You shouldn't have been doing that. I sent him my address for nothing. He probably reported me to the police or something. I don't know.
I swatted you on your live stream.
Yeah. So,
this time for real. I got it. I'm looking at it. It's a physical item. I have it already. Where last time I think I was just planning on something and I wish I could remember. But it wasn't like I didn't want to like that sounds really shitty to be like I got you a present and then like not get you anything.
Huh.
So I know I didn't do that. But yeah, I wish I could remember. But this time, for real, check your mail. I'll let you know when I send it out so you're not checking for weeks.
Right. So he's more of a Halloween guy. So am I. I've actually always preferred Halloween. So that's definitely something that we have in common that I didn't know that we had in common. I don't know. For some reason, you just strike me as a Christmas guy. You're just always in like such a happy mood. And then there's me. I'm just like, fuck everything. Fuck everybody. Halloween's that vibes, dude. It's just like it is a pretty selfish holiday. You can dress up however you want, do whatever you want. You go to a party, Halloween party, costume parties and stuff like that. They're always fun. Christmas parties are so formal. It's like you wake up early, you go get those presents, and it's like it's nice. It's definitely nice to share and all that stuff, but in my personal opinion, Halloween's always been better. When I was younger, me and my dad and my brothers would always do a haunted house at our house. And if any of you know me at all, you know that was a big deal for us. So it was the best of times. And Halloween's always been very, very dear to my heart. So.
Yeah, and you're a December baby.
True.
So it's like your birthday and Christmas are the same.
2 weeks apart exactly, actually. But
yeah, that's same for me. 2 weeks away from Halloween. I was actually supposed to be born on Halloween. I showed up early. I said, "What up?"
Bro said, "I'm here." Bro said, "I'm in. We're in. I'm here." Do you want me to go through my 3, or do you want to just like back and forth it?
Let's back and forth it.
All right, rip it out, my boy.
Yeah, I got kind of a popular question.
Mm-hmm.
Completely unrelated. So these transitions between questions are going to be kind of non-existent. But would you rather be overdressed for every occasion or underdressed for every occasion?
Underdressed. I want to be naked everywhere I go, dude. I like being underdressed. I feel like if I'm out going to like a fancy thing, like I don't know, dude. I don't have fancy clothes, so it'd be like really hard. But if given the situation, I would always rather be underdressed. I think it's just easier.
Yeah.
It's more casual. It fits with my lifestyle. Fits with who I am. So underdressed is definitely the best vibes in my opinion. I think.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that guy with a tie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but do you also want to be that guy at the wedding or the funeral showing up in like sweats?
In a fucking Hawaii shirt or whatever. What do they call those?
Yeah.
The
button-up pineapple short sleeve shirts.
I mean, I think I would rather be that guy than like going there in like a really fucking nice suit. I don't know. I it's just more I live more of a casual lifestyle. I'm not trying to impress nobody. It's
Oh
just
yeah.
that's just me. You?
Oh, I'm the opposite. I'd rather be overdressed for everything. Like my daily clothes is just like a t-shirt that I find, and then shorts most of the time. Uh, Down here in Texas, I don't really wear pants a whole lot, but uh,
No, but I noticed that about you because me and Fitz have met before in real life a couple times actually. He came out to Minneapolis, and we went out to eat, and man was looking great, and I'm out here just
I
in
was
like a
wearing my
hoodie.
biz cash.
He was looking like he was about to do some paperwork after, and I'm out there in just like a Thrasher hoodie and like some jogger pants and like some shitty shoes, and Fitz is out there looking like he owns a business and like gets shit done, and we didn't look like
Yeah,
we
but
belonged at the same table at all.
yeah, but the thing is, I actually came from a business conference, so it's like I was dressed appropriately. I wasn't overdressed or underdressed for that, but for going out, and I don't bring like I don't like wearing more than one outfit in a day, so that's just more to pack, especially when I'm traveling. Like I travel really lightly, so
Right,
I just try to make one outfit last the whole day.
and every time I've ever seen Fitz, it's been work related. He doesn't just fly around for fun. He does a lot of work, and whenever he's out of town on business, that's when I see him. So, and whenever he sees me, I'm just always casual because that's just how it is. So, that's a good question. But definitely prefer the casual vibes, man. Gotta be underdressed, dude. Naked always.
Always.
I got one too here, which is this wasn't isn't that bad, but this one kind of gives you like two things to choose from that can both be kind of mundane, and you want to like choose the better option. So I'm wondering why you choose. So the question is, are you picking a museum or are you going to the zoo?
Bro, what?
Yep.
Uh, I don't know. I can't believe I'm thinking this hard about this question, but I think I'll go museum. Just because museums can be so much else. Like, there's art museum, science museum, history museum. Like, a zoo is just a zoo, and some zoos are terrible.
True.
Like, really depressing. You go to the zoo and like the animals are in like tiny little cages, and you're just like, damn,
But some
this
of them
is
are
not.
cool.
Yeah, some of them are like rescues. They provide a place for animals to go to that wouldn't survive out in the wild. I don't know a whole lot about that,
So you're thinking
but
way too far into it. Like,
I
would
think
you
I am.
would you
But
rather would
I
you
think a
rather be
museum
walking?
has more to offer than a zoo, so I'm choosing museum.
I don't know, dude. Zoo's got nachos, dude, and otters. You gotta love otters, dude. There's all kinds of like little animals that you just don't normally get to see in your everyday life. When you can just look up like a museum painting and you're like, all right, that's cool, dude. Been there, seen it. Like Mona Lisa. I don't need to see that in real life. Do I need to see a giraffe? Why not? It's a lot
Yeah,
easier. But then you
but
got
I
like,
went to. I just went to a museum up in Dallas a couple weeks ago, and there they had like a fossil exhibit, they had a science exhibit, they had like a space exhibit, the human body exhibit, and like there was like a battle bots part of the museum, and like this is badass.
battle bots.
Yeah, like it was like it was they had a portion of the museum where you could learn how to code, like really basic coding, and they just had like this arena where with like 8 controllers and kids were fighting each other with battle bots.
That sounds wild, actually. That sounds kind of fun.
Yeah, better than a zoo.
I've never been to a museum that had like something like cool like that. Every museum I go to is just like boring statues or like, you know what I mean? Like just like, I mean, obviously it's not insanely boring, but it's just like it doesn't draw you in as much as like seeing a wild animal. Like, oh shit, there's a wolf. I've never seen a wolf in real life. But now that I
Yeah.
see one up close, it's like, damn, dude, you know, you get to like interact with it. Sometimes you get to feed certain things. Like, obviously, you're not feeding a wolf, he'll take your fucking arm. But, you know, you get to see the lions. Yeah, I guess it could be a little depressing sometimes seeing those animals like caged up and stuff like that. But it is cool to like get out there. And a lot of the times, the zoos will have like those live action, not live action, but you know, those like live shows where they're like doing stuff. I remember one time I went to one and this lady had a snake. I wanted to leave because I don't like snakes that much, but it was cool. And there's a lot of good zoos. There could be a lot of bad zoos, but I think they could be pretty knowledgeable just as much as a museum too, because museums do pack a lot of information and a lot of the stuff that they have. So that's definitely I don't know. I thought that one was kind of tricky because it's like, what would you rather do? You know, you go out there, you want to be inside, looking around in a museum, or would you be outside in the elements, you know, sniffing zebra shit, looking at animals, eating nachos, watching. But the thing that I don't like about zoos is like those areas where they got the spiders. I hate spiders. And like what else do they got? They got like the tarantulas and all, you know, the
Like
bugs.
the bug exhibits.
Bro, and they got the birds. Get the birds out of here, dude. Throw them out.
What about the butterfly atrium?
No. Get them, dude, let them free, dude. Let them go. Put a rhino in there, dude. I want to see a fucking rhino. I don't want to see a bird, dude. I don't want to see a
They
bird.
put you in an arena with a rhino.
Another Harambe incident.
The whole point of the butterfly arena, you walk into this big dome and the butterflies are flying everywhere. And you
Where
put
are you?
a rhino in there.
Where are you going to see that?
At the zoo, they always have like the little, like, it's its own separate exhibit. It's just a big, like, garden, like a big greenhouse, and there's just a ton of butterflies.
I've never been to a zoo that had a butterfly dome.
Okay. No, that explains it, because you're like, no, replace the butterflies with a rhino. I'm like, you're gonna go to an atrium with just a rhino in it and face off?
I like seeing like the giraffes, like larger animals that you normally just can't see, especially like being from.
Yeah, but how
you know,
often do you want to see a giraffe in person? Because I feel like once you've been to a zoo a few times, you're like, oh yeah, that is a giraffe, and then.
Right. I get that.
But
yeah.
like, there's a ton of different museums, and like they're getting more interactive. I mean, they've always been like, depends what kind of museum you go to. But I remember when I was little, they had up in Chicago like a fossil interactive museum exhibit where you could like dig up your own fossils. But the technology now, the things you're able to do, and the exhibits they're able to have. There's really cool stuff, even just the one up in Dallas, like things I didn't even mention.
There used to be this like kids museum. I literally think it's called the Kids Museum. I don't know. I think that's what we used to call it. I can't remember, but it was like in Indianapolis. We went there and it was like I can't tell you how tall it was. This place was like huge to me. I was a kid, but there was like stuff all over. Like there was just so much to do. And it was the greatest time. Like me and my brothers, we used to like beg to go there at a younger age because it was just like the coolest shit. You know, you walk around and they even had like this one thing where like you could like put your arms into and you could like control this dinosaur's arms and like head with your hands, and then it would like interact with like you know, obviously it was plastic and stuff like that, but you know, we were younger, so it was cool. And it was just always like a really fun place to go to. And at that time, if you would have asked me if I wanted rather to go to the zoo or to the kids museum, I would have told you I hate zoos. I don't want to go to the zoo. Take me there. They got candy. They got this and that. And everything was just like really interactive to keep kids and like even older people engaged into. So I get what you're saying there. It definitely makes sense. Engagement is huge.
Now you've grown up into a zoo man.
Right. Well, you know, you go to a zoo, it's just like more like, how long do I want to be here? You can choose, you know what I mean? It's like there's no strict time limit. There is no engagement aside from like those other things that you partake in. Like you can sit there and watch the dolphin do the flip, and that's cool. And then you can like walk away, like, and do whatever you want. I guess that's just maybe the adult version of.
Yeah, but museums, they like handcuff you and drag you through it and make you they tie you to a chair.
Yeah, you can't go out, like, you can't go past the instructor. The instructor's got to, like, walk you by, give you a little piece of the history. It's like, bro, that shit could be boring as fuck, bro. I'd rather be eating nachos, fucking sneaking, sneaking a monkey a piece of beef jerky, and then boom, he's happy, and you see him run around, dude.
Everything I was saying was sarcastic because you can walk through a museum. You're talking about like a guided tour. I don't think I've ever done a guided tour in a museum.
I haven't either, but that's what I imagine when I think of museums.
You need to go to more.
I've been to, like, there's a couple other, I've been to a couple places that are like, I don't know if you would call it a museum, but you know what I mean. I don't actually, maybe I don't know what I mean.
Bro just asked, would you rather go to a zoo or a museum? And he'd be like, I don't know what a fucking museum is.
All right, fuck it. Next question. You're up.
All right. Would you rather have free food for life or free rent for life at your current residence?
Oh, bro.
The reason I specify current resident is because you could say free rent and then just like pick a ballin' ass place, and I think most people would choose that. But
it's food, dude.
I think it's food for me too.
It's 100% of food. I don't own a home,
my biggest expense is food.
I think if I owned if I just started like renting a home or owning a home, that would be fun. I live in an apartment, so I would just be feeding someone else money for the rest of their life. That's like, if I had a home, I would definitely pick that because there's a lot of, I don't know, I eat a lot. I spend a lot of money on food all the time. I think that's everyone's biggest expense is eating. It's gotten so expensive. And if you want to go out and eat, or even sitting at home, like I got the HelloFresh box that comes in my house. It's $80. It lasts me
Not a sponsor.
It's like 4 nights, right? You get to eat for 4 nights. Good food. It's pretty decent food. I haven't had anything in there that was like bad at all.
Yeah,
everything's been good.
No, I did the trial run for HelloFresh, and everything I had was good.
It's good stuff. I'd rather
just go grocery shopping.
You see, but like grocery shopping sucks, dude. Nobody's trying to go grocery shopping.
You can get that stuff delivered, and it costs like $5 for a delivery fee.
Are we talking like food, like go out and eat type, or is it just like food at home?
No, anything, any food, not delivery fees. You're still paying delivery fees. You're tipping those drivers.
Damn it, dude! I hate tipping. Yeah, definitely food still, even then, because you could just go out and go down the road, grab a pizza for free, and just be like, all right, man, I'm on my way. And they'd be like, see you later, dude.
Yeah.
But the guy that you're renting from, he don't give a fuck, dude. He don't care about you. You just be like, as long as that shit's paid, dude, doesn't matter. If it was a home, I think I would just be able to say home right away. That way I wouldn't have to like worry about any of that, because some of that's a lot of money too a month if you think about it. But I think I would much rather be able to just pick up and go eat, because food is a little more versatile. You can't house everyone. So if I could have free food for the rest of my life, I would be able to like give food to like my girlfriend or to like my dog or whatever. Nobody around me would be starving. But I wouldn't be able to put them all under my same roof. You know what I mean? If you think about it, like if I went out with my friends, I'd be like, nah, it's on me, bro.
That's the free food guy.
Yeah, hey, there's that free food guy, dude. Invite him to our table. Like, I would feed the people around me. I don't know if I would have to sneak it, but I would definitely find a way. Like, if I would have to be like, yo, let me get like 7 steaks to go. They're like, well, what are you going to do with 7 steaks?
Like, what are the limitations to these two options? Like, if he gets free food, can he hand it out, or is it only for him? I didn't think that deep into it. So, yeah, go whatever you want to do with it.
If that's the situation, I'm free food always, because then I'd just feed everybody, dude. Nobody near me would be eating at on their dime. It'd be on mine. For sure. I'd order you some food right now. DoorDash. I'd pay the fee.
Yeah, and there's probably people that would choose like the free rent if they always cook at home, they don't spend a whole lot on food.
Dude, there are
But
a
the
lot
way
of
I
people in
see
like in
it,
New York that were paying like 2 grand for like a studio, man. Like, yeah, in that situation, I
yeah,
think you got to. You know what I mean?
yeah, that could be a huge money saver.
There's people that just like eat ramen like all the time. Just
But
like,
also think how much time you would save, like uh, not having to cook. Like if you were able to get free food, like the half hour, 2 hours, depending on how like intricate your dinner or cooking is. Like if you could just order that stuff, and while you're waiting for it to be delivered, you could accomplish something else, like recording a podcast.
true, very true. We had to put this one off this morning. I had to leave, go to the gas station. I had to get some food.
And I do cook at home most of the time. I don't really order out. Like I probably DoorDash like once a week, maybe less than that, once every 2 weeks. But most of the time, I'm cooking at home, and we did this meal prep thing. Getting off topic, but long story short, most of the time cook at home, but I'm still picking free food.
Well, what meal prep did you guys do? I'm just curious.
Like these last 2 weeks, like on Sundays, the last couple Sundays, we've braised like a big piece of meat without a whole lot of sauces or seasonings. Like we just salt a piece of meat, braise it, and then shred it. So like we did beef and we shredded it, and then we turned it into, the next day we made it a sauce for it, like out of chilies and adobo, and turned it into kind of like an enchilada kind of meat. Like we made like a chili tomato sauce for it
Mm-hmm.
and made tostadas for dinner the next night. And then we took the rest of the meat and turned it into kind of like an Asian banh mi style beef with uh, what was it? Hoisin sauce and a couple other things. Throw it in a pan, reheat it. So the idea is that you have like this big canvas of meat, and then you just like make different sauces for it, so it doesn't get boring. Like you can meal prep the same thing, like chicken and rice, for 3 or 4 days of your week, but then by like that last day you're kind of bored of it. So this way we can change it up just by putting a different sauce on the meat. And this week we did pork, so we did like two different kinds of barbecue pork. Like we did a yellow barbecue sauce, and we did like a chipotle crema sauce.
Goddamn. I eat hot dogs.
I boil my hot
I
dogs.
fucking boil hot dogs, dude, and you know, soggy bread water, dude. Yeah, it sounds like you're eating good, dude. So I mean, that's good.
Yeah, we just throw it in a crock pot. Super like I sear it in the pan, and then I throw it in a crock pot.
Right. We
And
were
then
talking the other day about how our significant others like to cook like TikTok trend meals and stuff like that.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
every time I see something, I'm like, "Yo, you gotta try that. We gotta try this." So I just send it, dude. It's like, dude, this looks good. You know, there's tons of like good stuff that you could cook at home that a lot of people, including me, actually, primarily me, is just too lazy to do. Like I don't cook too often. I do know how to cook, but I really just don't cook too often. I don't find enjoyment in cooking, and I'm always like way too critical on my cooking. So like after I'm done with it, I'm like, I should have done this or I should have done that. And it's like, dude, it becomes more of a like, why'd you even cook in the first place? You could have just ordered something. It's like, I don't know. Maybe with more practice, I would be better at it. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me see.
But that's kind of the fun of it, is like, what can I do next time?
True, true. Next question, I think.
Yeah.
So
Hit me.
this last one here is pretty. I think I already know the answer, but this has been the age old question, and I just want to know your preference because I don't think I've ever actually asked you this ever. Android or iPhone, dude? And why?
Android. No, I just wanted to answer super fast because I've been answering pretty slow on your first few. But so I just jumped to Android because that's what I have right now. I did have an iPhone for my work phone, and it had iMessaging was my favorite part about that. Mostly just because like it's more it's a more interactive way to text. Like when I'm in group chats with people with iPhones, I can see like they react to the text without having to like type a reply. Like they just like a response or love a response or laugh at or whatever, question, exclamation point, whatever the other reactions are. But also like when you're on a plane, iMessage works so you can text people on the ground with iMessage
Really?
while you're flying. Yep, yep.
I didn't know that.
Where with Android, I would have to go through either WhatsApp or Facebook Messenger to be able to message people.
Bro, you
So,
can't turn
it's more
on air. You have to have airplane mode on though, right?
Yeah, yeah. Otherwise, the plane
Yeah.
loses direction. You end up in Antarctica.
Don't talk about that, dude. You know I'm scared.
Yeah, the wings might fall off.
Ugh, flying just freaks me out, dude. I don't know what it is. But
But yeah, that's my favorite part about iPhone is just iMessage. Other than that, I think I prefer Android.
what about FaceTime?
I never.
You're not a
Like-
FaceTime guy?
Yeah, I just don't see. Maybe if I had it, I would use it, but like, there's never been a situation where I've been on the phone. I'm like, man, I wish I could see them talking to me.
I mean, I bet there's been one. You know what I mean? You're out.
Uh,
You know, you're out there in a hotel. You're like, shit, I need to see this thing. But I think for FaceTime, that's the only time I would ever use FaceTime is like on some, you want to see people
some
sometimes.
hooligan.
Yeah, for that hooligan activities, you know what I'm
Hooligan
talking about.
hours.
Yeah, hooligan hour, that late
Goblin
night,
hour.
those
Yeah.
you up iMessages. But
Nah. It's just like Android always comes out with a new feature before iPhone. Like iPhone will have it a couple years later. But I do like that iPhones, like the stuff that they do come out with, it all works really nicely together. Like Android is making their software for 100 different phones and several different brands. Like there's the Google phones, there's the Samsung phones, and then Samsung's got like 10 different varieties every year. Mm-hmm. And then so they got, whenever they're making their updates, they gotta make it for all this different hardware that's coming out. iPhone is just iOS and it's on an iPhone. So it, like, iPhones are more seamless, I think, in that aspect.
makes sense.
But
Yeah, I think
Androids-
they're way more user friendly too. Like if I were to, because I have a Android right now, but if I were to switch over to iPhone, I would be like a lost puppy for like a week. But after a week, I would be like, oh, dude, I got this thing. You know,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
everybody else. You know, you would adapt. But I've had a lot of iPhones in my life and a lot of Androids in my life, and when it comes down to a preference, man, that's kind of hard because they're both really good for certain things. But for what I use a phone, like, dude, people don't text me. Nobody texting me. People hardly call me unless it's my boss or something like that, whatever. But like for the bare bones activity, I think the iPhone wins for me because I'm not
Yeah.
really doing like nothing crazy with my phone. I'm not out here like taking videos or like doing like
Well, iPhone's got a good camera, so it'd be good for that.
true, but like just like aside from like social media, like I'm not doing shit on my phone. Like I don't do anything. Like there's no like planning or any type of like app that just, I don't know, you know what I mean? Like there's no productivity on my phone, so I don't need anything that is like really good at like breaking that box and being able to do everything when I do nothing. So I think an Android, or no, I'm sorry, I think an iPhone would be a better choice for me. I'm actually thinking about switching, because I usually cycle phone for phone, so I'll go iPhone and then I'll go back to Android and then back and forth. I've done that pretty much my whole life. So, but I've been on Android for like last 4 or 5 years, and I just haven't got an iPhone. So I think it's time. I go back and just see what it's all about. But for a permanent choice, I don't know, dude. It's just kind of rough. Like because something about Android just feels like home, but I find myself not using my Android phone to the capabilities of which is the selling point, just being able to do whatever you want on it. I feel like, I think my monitor just timed out for a quick second, but, yeah, if I was a little more multitasky kind of guy, I would be better at it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think the original selling point, or one of them for me, was that, an iPhone, if you wanted to do anything outside of the box on it, you had to jailbreak it.
Right. That was
Or,
cool though
like,
back in the day.
yeah, and if you wanted music on your phone, it had to come from iTunes.
Yeah, and that's
And
lame.
Android, you could get it from anywhere. So I think I like the freedom of Android in that aspect. I don't know how much that applies today. Like, I don't know what iPhones are really capable of. And I get most of my music on Spotify anyway. Also not a sponsor. But, yeah, I think just always having had an Android and, I like having those few technological advances or just design advances a little bit earlier. Like, remember how all phones had like these nasty bezels around the whole thing? It was just like a few years ago, and then Android came out with like the curved edge.
Yeah, I actually had that
I
phone.
don't remember.
I loved it.
I don't know if the Samsung was the first one with the edge, but it was kind of gimmicky how only one side was curved. But now phones are coming out where both sides are curved so that there's no bezels on the sides, and it just looks so much nicer. And now iPhones are doing it too. So
I like that.
Like, there's a few things that, like that I like having with my Android.
No, that's good. That's good shit. Yeah. I definitely think when I give Apple a try this round, whenever I buy one, whenever I get out to a Verizon store and go get one, I think I'll enjoy it again because I've always liked the way, their display just has always just popped to me and it feels good. And I don't know, it just seems like I'm an Android guy at heart, but I force the iPhone onto me, and I enjoy it when I force it onto me for some reason. But that's just me. So yeah, that's pretty much
You're gonna
that
ask me
there.
what my next question?
I think we're done with our this or that's, aren't we?
Well, yeah. Yeah, I got a couple would you rathers for you.
Right, and I have got a couple as well.
So the first one I have is, would you rather get a face tattoo of something of your choosing or a tattoo in a discrete area chosen by somebody else?
No, dude, I'm getting a face tattoo.
I knew that was gonna be your answer. You like, I don't care. Like, I'm gonna get. I don't know. What would you get?
I don't know. What do you think I would get? Let's just see. Go ahead.
My instinct. So I don't think you would get this, but like when I think of face tattoos, I think of like the teardrop by the eye. And I'm like, he's not gonna get that due to the implications. But what would he get?
What if I got the Call of Duty hit marker symbol on my cheek? That way,
Yeah,
it's
that's exactly what you would
a
get.
solid symbol to just get kissed, like kiss me on the cheek,
Hit marker.
hit marker, boom. That's actually a pretty good one. I definitely would go with the face tat.
Yeah, I was gonna. It sounds like you're actually about to go get it right now.
There is a tattoo shop right down the road, so who knows? Maybe I would.
Like, just slap a hit marker on my cheek.
There's a lot of people are weirded out about face tattoos because they I don't know, they just feel like they can't get jobs with that and stuff like that. Me, dude, I don't know, dude. I feel like with the set amount of skills and the work ethic that I have, I can get a job with a face tattoo. So I'd go for the face tattoo just because, I don't know, I feel like I think it would fit on my face pretty well too. I just don't know what I obviously don't know what I'd get, but I think I could pull it off, dude. You getting a face tattoo or no?
Yeah, I'm getting a face tattoo. Because if you let somebody else choose the tattoo, like it could be anything. Like imagine how big it could be. Like even if it's like on your butt cheek, like they could put their whole face or like um, Nicolas Cage's face on your butt cheek. Like
Bro, I would fight that person on site, bro. They would not be fucking living after that. Someone give me the Nicolas Cage on the ass, bro. I'm swinging, dude. You've seen that show though, where it's like it was like popular on TikTok, or no, I'm sorry, Snapchat. Like you know how like Snapchat has those like stories, and you're scrolling through and you see those like people that are like getting tattoos that are recommended on each other, but they can't see it to the end, and their like reactions are like
they go to the mirror and they just look like heartbroken.
yeah, dude,
like,
fuck that, dude.
Devastated.
Why would I want that? There's no
Yeah,
way.
no.
If you were giving me a tattoo randomly on my body, bro, I already know I'm fucked. I already know it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're gonna do it on
Like,
purpose.
Is there anybody that you know that you would trust to pick a tattoo for you and put it anywhere on your body?
Is there anybody? Man, see that's the thing. Like, I mean, I can trust my brothers. I know that. I know they wouldn't fuck me over. But
They'd
aside
probably
from
do
that,
something a little goofy.
I mean, if it was up to my brother Zach, he's probably gonna put like a picture of Garfield on me or something.
Like if you were locked in a room and they you got to pick who picked the tattoo, and they were hyping up whoever, like a group of your friends are in another room and they're like hyping up whoever gets to pick, and they're like, oh yeah, it'll be hilarious. And then they're like, I don't know. And like, no, he picked this. He wants you to do it. And like, okay, yeah. Like, I feel like it could go down the wrong road. Like, no matter who it is, like, they might do something a little goofy.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be goofy. That's the funny part about it. It's not their skin. Nobody gives a fuck. So they're gonna. Of course, you're gonna pick something. I'd pick something goofy for you. Just cause.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd just be a funny story, you know.
Yeah.
But if it was for me, I'm like, no, I
that,
want something serious. I want something that's gonna make me look good.
I wouldn't do anything that like crosses the line, but I would do something that's kind of memey.
Right. I definitely wouldn't try to hurt anyone's feelings, but I would definitely give you like, I don't know, if I could think about it, if I could give you a, I would give you a, oh, I already know what I would give you actually. I would give you like,
Bro, I'd give you a heart with our anniversary date and our PUBG characters in the heart.
oh man, that's a good one. I would just give you like a, man, probably like a copy of the original Pokemon cartridge, the blue, because that was my favorite, not yours, but it doesn't matter. I would just, that's what I would, that's what I would want for you, you know.
I had Pokemon Yellow.
Oh, you were a yellow guy? Oh wow, I was a blue.
Yeah.
That's good. Here's mine. This is gonna switch up the tempo just a bit. All right. I should have said at the beginning that they were gonna ramp up in complexity and diversity later on. So my question to you, Fitz, is: would you rather fight your toughest friend or fuck your weakest friend?
Who do you think is so? Let's keep it in the Discord.
I don't know. I'm not saying any names on who's the toughest. I don't know who you perceive to be the toughest and or the weakest. My question to you, out of your friend lists, are you fighting?
We're fighting, bro. We're fighting.
You're gonna fight somebody?
Yeah, we're fighting.
You're not gonna smash the homies, dude?
No, we're not smashing the homies. We're fighting.
You're gonna fight the homies, dude.
I have 0 tough friends.
You have 0 tough friends? So
All my friends are soft.
oh yeah. They're soft as fuck. Man, they use lotion. So you're gonna fight. So you're the toughest friend.
No, not even close. I'm softer than my soft friends.
Damn. So you're just gonna probably take an ass beating instead of.
I'll hold my own. I'll hold my own. Like I got length, bro.
So you're gonna take an ass beating instead of giving an ass beating.
Exactly.
Oh,
But what are you gonna do?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I'm definitely fighting, bro. I don't know who it is.
Yeah,
I don't know who's tougher than
going
me,
up.
but whoever it is, we can fucking hash it out, bro.
Yeah.
If my
Yeah.
weakest friend is a girl, then yeah, I mean I might have to handle. But there's some bitches that could probably beat me up, dude, for sure. I don't roll with no wimps, you know?
Oh, so you didn't like my statement when I said all my friends are soft.
No, I wasn't mad at that. I'm just kind of, you know, for some reason I thought it was gonna be me, you know. I thought I was gonna be this hot friend. It's all good though.
Nah, you're the toughest dude I know. We're
You're the
fighting.
toughest dude I know, bro. Bro's harder than nails. Yeah, that one switches it up a little bit. I guess that covers it, dude. He's gonna fight. He's a fighter, not a
Yeah.
lover.
Not like that.
Not like that though.
I'm not a fighter at all. But,
Yo, I love the homies, but damn. All right, what you got for me?
this one, it's a little different than your question.
It's all right.
Puts you in a situation. All right, so you're at a house party. It's a pretty small house party, but there's a decent amount of people, your friends, and then people that you don't know. Like maybe you showed up to this party with just a handful of your friends, and you don't even really know the person that owns this house that you're partying at.
Okay.
But you're having a good time, and you know you feel the need to go to the bathroom. It's the number 2.
Oh,
There's only one bathroom at this house.
yep.
You know this dookie's gonna clog the toilet, and no one at the party is gonna be able to use the toilet after this without some serious plumber work.
Oof.
Do you use the toilet in the house, the only toilet, or do you go drop it in the bushes in the front yard?
In the front yard? Why is it gotta be out front with cars and shit, dude? I can just go in the back. Why do I gotta
No
be
bushes in the backyard. Zero bushes in the backyard.
my screen timed out again? 0 bushes in the backyard. Are people in the back? There must be.
Yeah,
It's a
that's
party. It's a
That-
party. But nobody's in the front, dude. Damn it.
nobody's in the front.
Am
but
I gonna
that-
risk public indecency or public embarrassment for the party of people that I don't know? I'll probably get beat up for shitting and clogging someone's toilet. It's a random guy's house. I'm in, you know, or I could go out front, clap that fucker out in a bush.
You gonna bring a toilet paper roll with you outside?
Yeah, just like, oh man.
Imagine walking like bumping shoulders with people carrying a toilet paper roll. They said, "Where you going?"
What if I'm going to the front yard, motherfucker? I gotta drop this shit. They're just like, holy shit, that guy looks tough. I don't know what I do, dude. I probably this is actually really rough because it's like, dude. I mean, part of me wants to say that I'd go out front and just shit it out, dude. Just cause you gotta handle your business in the front yard sometimes. I don't know if you've ever done it. I haven't. But if you know that thing's gonna clog, bro, you come out there and everyone's like, yo, who took a shit in here? Oh no, that Mexican kid over there. I think it was him. And like they're just laughing at you. You're like, oh fuck, what the fuck, dude? Let's fucking beat his ass. Like
You're
what?
telling your mom, "Come pick me up."
Let's beat his fucking ass. And I'm just sitting there like, God damn it, dude. I should have just went in the front yard, man. Actually, I think I'm gonna take I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take one for the team. And I'm gonna just shit in the house, dude. Because
That's exactly what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not an animal. If your beta toilet can't handle my alpha shits, that's your problem.
I'm gonna take that shit, bro, and I'm gonna say, you know what? You should have got a high flow toilet, man. I don't know what to tell you, man. Something with a little more punch to the flush. There's nothing in me that wants to go outside, aside from the fact that
Like,
right after someone is gonna go into that bathroom, it's gonna be probably like, knowing my luck, it'd be the hottest girl at the party too. She's just like, dude, what the fuck did you just do in here? You know, and it's a party.
And you know, while you're taking a shit, there's gonna be people pounding on the door. Like, it's a party. People always want to go. Like,
Yeah.
girls want to go in the bathroom. Like, as a group.
Yep.
Like, people like, we need to come in. Like, it's not gonna be a comfortable experience
Nah.
during, but it'll be a lot better than. Like, can you just imagine going into some stranger's front yard?
Yeah, dude. I don't know about that. Yeah, it's definitely gonna be. I'm shitting. I'm shitting inside, and if I can, I'm leaving right away. I'm gonna shit and then I'm dipping, bro. I'm a shit dipper for sure. I'm not gonna sit around for that. Not at all. I'm gonna take it and I'm gonna run. I'm not gonna take it with me, but I'm gonna take it and run. You got to. You can't just go out front. No, not possible. That's definitely a rough one to deal with. So I got another one for you, Fitz. It's gonna be: would you rather get your nudes leaked or get punched once a day randomly for the rest of your life? You heard me, dude. All my questions are about abuse and I don't know, I guess, yeah, they're pretty much just about abuse, really.
Yeah, beating up your friends.
Or fucking them and stuff like that.
Stuff
So,
like that.
would you rather have your nudes leaked out on all social medias, everything, everyone knows what you're packing, what your ass looks like, naked,
Leak them.
or just get punched once randomly a day?
Nope.
Dude, that ain't that bad.
What do you mean? Your nudes will get old after like a week.
Would
Maybe
they, though?
They would. Like,
Would
people,
they, though?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, if it leaked on everything, bro, getting punched once a day never gets old. And
Yeah.
who's punching you?
I don't know. I don't fucking know. Just it's a random punch.
You picking the punch?
I don't. Yeah, I think.
Like, imagine how many people's nudes are already leaked. Do you think they'd rather just take an ass beating to not have their nudes
Bro,
leaked?
a lot of people are scared of that shit. Not me.
Yeah, but-
Not me. I don't give a fuck, dude.
But you're taking the punch?
No, I'm fucking dude. Leak them things, boy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't
Like,
care if people see my shit. I know what I got. But some people are like, yo, dude, I don't want no one to know what's going on. I don't
Getting
want.
punched once a day is a harsh punishment.
That's not that bad, bro.
What do you mean?
It's just a punch. It doesn't necessarily have to
Like,
be in your
what
face.
if you have a day at home, like in your domicile, and some dude rolls in, like has access to your front door for no reason other than your debt is owed, and he just slugs you in the face?
Maybe he
And
doesn't
your
hit
whole
you.
day's ruined.
Maybe he doesn't hit you in the face every time. Maybe he socks you in the arm. You know.
like a friendly, hey.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't. I'm not saying the dude's got to lay you out, bro. You're making it seem like man's gonna fucking sleep your shit on sight like once a day, bro.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson at my front door. Like, I'm just trying to have a chill day at home, and I know I gotta answer it because if I don't, my nudes are getting leaked. And I'm taking one for the team right across the jaw.
Maybe he
and
wants to-
That's not happening.
He just punches you, and you know, sometimes you get punched in the arms. Maybe it could be a girl. Maybe she doesn't hit you that hard. Maybe it's a professional fighting girl, and she beats the shit out of you once. Every day it's different. You never know what you're
Imagine
gonna get.
how on edge you would be, though. Like, going to the grocery store, anyone could come up and Superman you in the back of the head.
But imagine if your nudes went viral and you go out and everyone's like, "There's Jordan. He's got that small, that small wiener, dude."
But
and then everyone's
imagine-
laughing at you in public.
But imagine, like, the most viral non-celebrity nude that is leaked. Like, everybody knows celebrities for being celebrities, but imagine just, like, a regular person. Like, how viral can a regular person's nudes be? And even if they were, like, no one's going to recognize you when you go out unless they're, like, an internet troll.
Okay, I was thinking in a realistic situation where everyone would recognize and like notice it.
That's not realistic at all. But
Well,
neither is
that's
Dwayne
what
The
I
Rock
was trying to
Johnson
make.
showing up to clock you.
There you go. Yep. So
But
you're
nudes.
leaking them. You're
Leaking the
them.
nudes.
Okay, makes sense.
Not getting punched.
Who
every
knows?
day.
Maybe you can make a career out of it after too. You know, can't make a
Yeah.
career out of getting punched. Actually, yeah, you can. People do it all the time. So that's definitely that's the extent of that question there. I got one more after this. After
Yeah,
you.
I got two more.
All
So,
right, all right.
so in this situation, you're in a world where you won the lottery, but not a financial lottery. You didn't win money. You won a chance to commit one crime, any crime of your choosing, and by doing so, you will ensure nobody will ever commit this same crime again. What crime are you committing?
What the fuck? Damn, that's a rough one, bro. Because there's a lot of like fucked up crimes that need to stop, but then for me to do it, bro, nah, I don't know about that. If I get away scot free, Jesus, that's fucked up, dude. That's a hard question. You think of the possibilities of like all the like bad stuff that happens
Yeah.
in real life, and it's like you want to put an end to it, but are you willing to do that? Fuck, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Took a dark turn there.
That's a rough one, dude.
Yeah. Think of the mental toll you'll take too.
I'll probably just, I don't know. Like at first I was gonna just say rob a bank, but then I was like, then you said that no one else could ever do it. But that's also nice too, because then there would be no more bank robberies. You know?
Yeah, and who really gets hurt?
But then there's like way more serious things that could stop.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And like you could I don't this is another one I didn't really think too deep into it. But like if you chose murder and you murdered somebody that was on death row, is that a cop out?
Kinda, dude. You're a pussy for that. It's gotta be a random, right?
Like the next person, like you go stand at the front of a Walmart, next person to walk in.
You're in, buddy. This is for everyone, all right? Damn. That's rough, dude. That honestly, that question's very insane. But I would think maybe if no one could ever get murdered again, and I just had to kill someone, I would definitely do it because, you know, there would be a lot less deaths and a lot less people missing family and stuff like that. So I would have to. I'm just gonna go with that one. That's a safe bet.
Yeah.
I don't know who it would be. I don't know how it would be, or any of those situations. But if it was for the greater good, then to make sure that, you know, it would be a lot less like violence in the world. I'm picking that. I'd smoke somebody if I had to, just to make sure that that would never happen again. 100%. There's
That's
obviously
a big burden on your shoulders.
Yeah, nobody really wakes up and just thinks like, "Yep, I'm just gonna do this today." But you know, if it's for the greater good, there's a lot of things that obviously could be done for even greater goods. But would I be able to bring myself to do those things? I don't think so. So
Yeah.
I'll just go ahead and say, yeah, I would murder someone to stop all murders if I had to. Not if I had to. I would. If that was the end result as a guarantee.
Right.
Yep. You?
I was, when I picked this question, I was thinking about it, and like I was thinking maybe murder, but I was like, do I really want? Like that would save a lot of people, and that person that you murder would become like a martyr. Like there would have to be a statue built of that person.
Yeah, it gotta be, dude. And then like people are gonna like thank you, but not really. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like it's kind of like a double-edged sword there, because just like you carry that burden of like being the person that stopped murder, but you had to do it just for it to end. It's like that's rough.
Yeah.
So,
Not the kind of lottery I would want to be winning. I'd put that on somebody else.
Yeah, I think you should rephrase that. That's not a lottery, dude. Yeah, that's a pretty deep question, actually. That's a good one. I like it.
Yeah. Yes.
All right,
Very.
less deep question here. Back to my wild ass ones. Would you stay with me now.
I'm here.
Would you rather wear a thong every day for a year?
Sign me up.
I'm already wearing one. I got one on right now. Would you rather wear a thong every day for a year or pants with a zipper in the back?
This is way different from the question I had.
I know. See, because like you're wearing a thong, but that's not really like, you know, it's a thong, man. But the zippers in the back kind of imply something like, yo, it's that easy, bro.
I didn't even think about it that way. I just thought, that's an interesting fashion choice.
Nah, dude. People will be walking around like, why is he got a zipper down his butt crack? And then you'd be like, oh, I think I know why. But if they saw you wearing a thong, you're just going to be like, yeah, he's just wearing a thong. I mean,
It'd be
he's
like,
breezy.
this guy shits at house parties and leaves.
He's breezy. Yeah, zipper down the back. This guy shits.
He probably does it in the front. Yeah.
What's the vibe, dude? What are you doing? You're gonna show off the thong, or you're gonna?
What do you mean show off?
I mean, I guess you don't have to show it off, but it's got to be noticeable, right? Somebody's gonna see
It's
it.
gotta be.
I mean, somebody's gonna see it.
Like, over my pant? Like, am I pulling that? Am I yanking that thing up above my hips?
I mean, if you're not, you ain't about that life. But if you're wearing it, you might as well show it off, dude. Right?
Yeah, it could be a nice one.
It could be breezy. Aerodynamics on those things are pretty tight.
Like one of those expensive thongs.
Could be a nice one if you wanted. But you'd have to wear it every day. You'd
I
have to
kinda
wear them
want
every
it.
day for a year.
Yeah. But I'd have to wear pants with a zipper in the back for a year.
I mean, you still got the zipper in the front too.
But like, no, like imagine that. Like, you're somebody else in this situation. You look and you see me or you with zipper on the back of your pants. Like, yo, that's kind of weird. And like, this is somebody that you see every day. And they see you wearing zipper in the back pants every day for a year straight. And they're like, did this guy only buy pants if they have a zipper in the back?
that's
I'm wearing the thong.
You're a thonger? Well, put it in this situation. You're walking down the street and you see two guys. One's wearing a thong, one's wearing a zipper in the back pants. Which one are you going to pay more attention to?
Zipper in the back.
Exactly. That's what I would say. I'd be like, oh, that guy's wearing a thong, whatever. But look at that.
Yeah.
What's my man's doing?
Like, on days where I'm feeling more discreet, I could just wear a black banana hammock type thong. And on days where I'm feeling more
Plantain hammock.
flamboyant,
Plantain hammock.
plantain hammock. I could wear a leopard skin. Like,
could, yeah.
You could change it up.
You could change it up a
Zipper
little
in the
bit.
pants. Zipper in the pants is like a once in a while pants, not a everyday pants.
But then you think about how easy you could just unzip the back, bro. Take pants off. Imagine changing your pants at the end of the day, bro. You unzip them babies. Steam comes rolling off them. You just,
Steam.
yeah, steam. Because it's hot.
Just imagine unzipping your pants from the back.
Well, it'd be a lot easier for a lot of people.
No, for who?
Well, people whose pants don't fit. You know, you got to pull them up like real high, and you got to zip them on for a nice tight fit. You know, you like them slim pants.
And you still got the zipper in the front.
That's for the, that's for the old boy.
I don't like the idea of it. Get him out of here.
He's a thonger. All right. Makes sense. That concludes all my questions. I think you have one more.
Yeah, this one, it's not dark like the last one. You're not murdering anybody. It's also not really a funny question. if I don't know if it'll get laughter out of you, but if your child was switched at birth and you found out 3 years later, would you switch back to your genetic child or keep the one that you cared for?
Nah, bro, just let him go.
Switch it out.
Yeah, just let me, dude. I'm not gonna put 3 years of investment into, dude. If that's my kid, bro, he'll be back. You know, he'll figure it out later, right?
Is there a time frame where there has to be a time frame? Like if you found out the next day, you'd be like, oh shit, and go back to the hospital, swap babies.
Well, yeah, but if 3 years,
What's your time frame? What's your time frame?
if I were to like
1 year? When you would, like 1 year, it's still almost a newborn. Like
what happens to the other baby?
it's just another.
Did he go to his?
Another guardian.
Does he go to his respective family, or
Yeah.
is he just?
Yeah. No.
Floating
You
baby.
You swap babies with another family.
If I swap babies on accident and I had that baby for like 3 years, and they had that baby for 3 years, convinced that it was theirs, and then I was convinced that it was mine, bro, I'm just keeping it, dude. I mean, it's the baby's only 3 years old though, because they don't even know. You could just swap back.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
But then they got
is
the
there a time-
pictures.
Is there a time frame when you would swap?
I mean, if it would have to be
Like
before
how
like
long?
before age 5. If I were to swap back, it'd be before age
Okay.
5.
So you would swap at 3 years.
I guess. I guess I would, because you're like, damn, that's my kid. But then again, you also spent a lot of time of your life, 3 years, convinced that your kid was already your kid, when in reality it was not your kid.
Yeah, that's kind of the messed up part. When I saw this question, it was only 1 year, and I'm like, if it was like 1 year is a lot of time, but if it was to go get my kid back, I would do it. 3 years would be harder because there's like more happens.
Yeah, you got pictures, you got all kinds of different stuff going on. You know, well, you've introduced the baby to pretty much everyone in your life by at least 3 years, and it's like everyone's like, who the fuck? You know, you go switch them up, and they're like, who's this guy? Who's this new baby?
Yeah.
And you're like,
at
oh
3
well.
years, they're starting to talk. Like at 1 year, they're barely getting their first word in, but at 3 years, you're like chit chatting.
Yeah, dude, you got to. Man, that's rough. That is a rough one too. But, I think as long as it was before 5 years, before anything like got really, really bad, like
Bro,
where
5 years, you're sending them off to kindergarten, and you're not picking them up. You're picking up your actual kid.
yeah, they just that's where you do it. They both go to the same school, and you accidentally pick up your real kid again, and then the other parents know, and you just swap them off and just keep going, dude.
Bro, they'll remember that for life.
Would they though? I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
kindergarten
remember
even at all.
I remember some parts of kindergarten. I would remember never seeing my family.
That might be a turning point. Yeah, you're right. That would probably turn that kid into the ultimate villain.
Even if it was for like a really good reason. Like, this is your real mom and dad. Be like, so all of that before meant nothing? Like, it would be hard. But maybe, since babies are getting switched up at the same hospital, and that means you live in the same area, and so you could still become like family friends, and those two babies that were swapped grow up becoming best friends, and the families hang out, and you have good time, like barbecues together.
Right.
There's a happy ending to it.
Who knows? Maybe it all works out in the end.
Yeah.
I think it would work out for the best.
Yeah.
That'd be good.
I would want my kid.
Yeah, I could agree.
At 3 years, I would want my kid. Like, I wouldn't, like, exonerate myself from the child's life that I raised, because I feel like I would have a really strong bond with that child, but I would want my flesh and blood.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want somebody else raising my kid.
True. Very, very true. You gotta take responsibility. I think it'd just be funny to raise another
Like-
kid for a couple of years and just be like, let's swap them out, dude. Let's swap them out. Hot swap, real quick. Nobody's even gonna know.
Like, imagine Imagine if you chose to like, yeah, I'll keep the one I cared for. I developed too strong of a bond, and then your real kid finds out, oh, your dad had the opportunity to get you back when you were 3, but he said nah.
He said, nah, dude. I don't know why. It's your fault.
Shouldn't have looked like that other baby.
Yeah, dude. Damn. Crazy turn of events that one would be. But it would all work out, dude. No problem. How long we been on this anyway? For a while, I think.
Yeah,
Huh?
I was just thinking that. Like, I don't got a timer or anything.
Me either.
This was a long one.
I think we better give it a wrap then. I think that was definitely fun. I think we covered a lot of good topics, and I think we found out a little bit about each other that we didn't know before.
Yeah. Once we get all the socials set up and running, we'll be plugging them somewhere in these episodes. But until then, like, let's get some content out there, and then we'll be on Twitter, TikTok, YouTube,
Correct.
probably a few other places. But
Right. I'm just sharing that shit anywhere. And if you guys have any comments on any of that shit we just said, or you believe that I'm right, wrong, or whatever, or you think that someone had a lot better takes, please do let us know, because personally I just think everything that I said was way better than what Fitz said. So I would like to be told
everything
that.
that he said was also way better than what I said.
Yeah, he had some weird questions, so just let him know about that, and maybe he can.
They said, "Don't ask so dark questions." They're like, "Don't make it so serious."
Bro, you talked about shitting at a party, bro. All right, man. Well, let's wrap this shit up and let's go play some games.
All right.
All right, dude. I'll talk to you later.
Till next time.
Later.